This week, I'm not just presenting one, but two legacy lightsabers, thanks to this limited edition box set of Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati. My name is Dominic, aka Lord Doom, and you're watching Star Wars Artifacts. The box set made its debut on Batuu right in the middle of the May the 4th festivities. Hold on tight, because this set is limited to only 4,000 pieces. You'll find it at Dukandar's Den of Antiquities or on the Disney Store until stocks run out. It is sold for the price of $400 US. For that, you get the two hilts and also two 21" blade. Before we travel to the world between worlds, let's start the review. The box is hefty and sturdy. It is made of rigid cardboard and measures 36 inches in length, 5 inches in height and depth. It also features a magnetic closure. Its dark gray background and blue circles subtly reminds us of the series and titles, almost like an intergalactic wink. On the front, there's a yellow band featuring Orabesh, which translates to Master and Apprentice. On top, we see a blue logo that's a bit like the Jedi Order's logo, but upside down. On each side, there are 3 yellow crescent moons, and on the back, images showing what's inside the box. When you open it, you'll find the 2 sabers and the certificate of authenticity. If you remove the first layer of protective foam, the famous blades are revealed. Let's start with Baylan's saber. The emitter stands out with 2 small characteristic fins. They and the entire opening of the emitter are mostly black, with tiny gray lines as if they were hand-drawn. The rest of the emitter features a beautiful gradient from black to metallic gray. In the center of the front section, there's a red button that, in the universe, would no doubt be the activation button. Unfortunately, because the blade extends deeply into the hilt, it was impossible to include any electronics. The other side of the emitter has no special details. Between the emitter and the grip, there's a black disc acting as a guard. The grip is divided into 2 distinct sections. The first, smaller, is made of 3 metal rings, one of which is slightly darker in the center. It's in the center of this ring that the activation button is located, rectangular in shape, and adorned with 5 small golden dots. The other side is purely decorative. The rest of the grip is black, with a slightly ribbed texture that ensures a firm, solid grip. As for the pommel, it's also divided into 2 parts. One is dark gray, and the other is black with a corroded effect, as if this saber had seen 8,000 battles. It's finished off with a D-ring, allowing you to attach it to a belt clip. Before we move on to Shin Hati's lightsaber, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and smash that like button to help us continue our work. You can also follow us on the main social media at SW Artefacts. Now, back to the review. Although visually different, Shin Hati's saber blends quite well with her master's. The emitter is made up of bands alternating between black, light gray, and dark gray. Around these, There are 3 prongs sticking out from the emitter, which have received a bit of aging treatment to give them a worn yet stylish look. Like Baylan's, a disc separates the emitter from the grip. This one is silver and slightly reminiscent of Kanan Jarrus's saber. The grip, once again, is divided into 2 sections. The first, smaller one, is metallic gray with a dark gray corrugated band. The second part is made up of 9 beige bands that almost lean toward a very pale rose depending on the lighting. In the center, there's a rectangular section with rounded ends where the activation button is located. You just push it up to turn the saber on. The other side, the same shape minus the button. The pommel, like most of the saber, is silver with a worn, faded look featuring an illusion of dirt and scrapped paint for that well-traveled effect. 2 black inserts and decorative buttons complete the design, finished off, of course, with a D-ring. As with all legacy lightsabers, you'll need to unscrew the pommels to access the battery compartment. Each saber requires 3 AAA batteries. A nice touch, both sabers come with unique pommel caps. A real treat for the eyes, much more elegant than what we've seen in the past. Hopefully, this becomes a regular thing. Of course, the box set also comes with a certificate of authenticity. Bilingual, it features the inscription Master and Apprentice, Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, Legacy Lightsaber Set. In the lower left corner, it says Limited Edition in Arabesh, and for collectors, I have set number 2784 out of 4000. In the lower right corner, there's a quote from Baylan. This is a land of dream and madness. Children's stories come to life. And Shin's response, I know no such stories. But what really stands out with these sabers is the color of the blades. Yes, these are the first saber to light up orange. Hence the need for special blades that can glow in this color. They are each labeled with the character's name. Here's a quick demonstration. Let's start with Baylan's saber. As you can hear, the sounds are distinctive and unique to this saber. Now, let's move on to Shin. Again, very different sounds. If you're curious, let's test it with a regular blade. It emits the sounds, but the blade remains off since it can't read the orange color. When Baylan's saber is shaken, the blade flashes yellow to simulate a blaster impact. You'll also hear a few distinct sounds. Shin's saber has the same features, but with its own set of sounds. In 2023, I got the opportunity to see the Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati lightsaber props used while filming the Ahsoka series. Revisiting those pictures, we can notice that the legacy versions are pretty close to the originals. The lightsabers of Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati are truly magnificent. If we consider that most sabers are sold individually for about 170 US dollars, and that the blades are sold for 50 US dollars each. The 400 US dollars price tag for the whole set is pretty reasonable. Of course, it's likely that these sabers will be sold individually in the usual gray boxes. However, the idea of having lightsabers that light up orange is truly exciting. What do you think of this box set? Do you prefer Baylan's or Shin's lightsaber? While you're at it, tell me what you think of the orange blades. If you like our reviews, please consider giving us a super thanks. This will allow us to continue bringing you even more content. I'll see you soon for another video, and until then, may the Force be with you always.